It is the 21st of July. I'm sick of beef. So I wanted to see if I could try chicken again. Went to the meat market. Of course, they're sold out of the chicken breast, but we wouldn't want it because the cheaper chicken breast right now that they do have, but isn't what I wanted, is $8 a pound. $8 a pound. So I brought myself over here to Aldi's. Sometimes I can get away with their chicken, sometimes I can't, but never dark meat. I can't eat dark meat chicken unless I want to throw up all night. So yeah, they have no chicken breast, and if they did, it would still be $5 something a pound. I did get quarters, which is $1.19 a pound for my mom because she wanted chicken as well. If you can do dark meat, I suggest going to Aldi's right now. Your drumsticks is about $1.40 something a pound. The chicken thigh by itself is $1.69, but you might as well do quarters, cut it up, because it is only $1.19 a pound. Okay, I want cod, but even though cod is on sale for $7 something a pound at Lidl's, if they're even got any left, I can't do it. I cannot bring myself to pay that much per pound. After finding the sirloin roast at Sam's for $3 something a pound, I just can't do it. It's killed my thinking now. Literally, before, okay, $7 something a pound for the fish, we'll do it. Okay, chicken's $4 a pound. All right, we'll do it. No, I can't. Not after finding delicious beef. But I am sick of beef. But I won't pay that much because I'm trying to make my brain remember that 90% of what I eat needs to be nutritionist, like nutrient for my body, and we're not gonna waste money buying something more expensive. Okay, I already do keto chow and stuff like that, which is, to everyone, is too expensive, but when you break it down, it's really not, because a lot of these, when I do keto chow, I eat 1 or 2 meals a day max, because of it. Like, it's a meal, it's a whole entire meal. So yo, these prices are insane. And maybe because I'm thinking about it more because the prices of everything else went up. I mean, I ordered Ziploc bags and trash bags, and it was almost $50. Okay, it was like $40 something for trash bags and Ziploc bags. Okay, I'm about to have to go get some cat food, and it's gone up in price. Like, when all these other things are so much money, you have your gas prices, you have your, like, toilet paper's gone up, everything's gone up. So things you have to have, like toilet paper. My house has to have paper towels because there's so many cats and everything, and Dino doesn't like to use cloth because most of the time I would use cloth and wash it, but he does not like that. Not clean up after the cat, so that needs to be paper towels or sanitary thing, you know, like chemical wipes or something. So when you're putting so much money out on those things, when food prices skyrocket too, you start having to look at it differently. Okay, yes, that's gonna taste very yummy, but do I want to pay that price? Now I'm about to go into Lidl's and just see real fast if they have something I can get, because I know for sure Sam's is too much, because I cannot buy the Tyson's, I cannot buy the Sam brand. Like, there are only certain brands that I can eat. Aldi's doesn't seem to bother me. The brand that Lidl sells doesn't bother me, and the meat market doesn't bother me. These are fresh, hormone free, they are not gigantic. Oh, hold on. I just got home a few minutes ago, ran down to my mom's to get some water. 7 o'clock, we were still at Sam's. I was so hungry, I was almost about to puke. Like, I got really sick. So in their little area, I know I said no processed food, but I couldn't help it. I bought this little container that had pepperoni and cheese in it. It's for, you know, eating, like a serving. So I ate that on the way home. I feel so much better. Not hungry right now, so when I get hungry, I'll eat and I'll show y'all. But I'm realizing that this time around is just harder. Probably because I'm sick. Because normally I would have been like, oh, we're just gonna wait until I get home, because I said no processing food, like barely any cheese and definitely no sandwich meat stuff. But whew, I was gonna throw up everywhere. I was shaking, I started sweating. I think my blood sugar actually dropped. I'm having trouble with my blood sugar getting too high and too low right now. And it's all because of the C word. It's messed me up once again. So they were completely sold out of cod, and I know why. $4 a pound. I would have paid $4 a pound without question, because I'm really craving cod, and fish has always been expensive anyways. But nope, sold out. But I did get some boneless, skinless chicken breasts, $2.99 a pound, so I bought like $12 worth, and we're gonna see if I like it or not, because I haven't had chicken since my original, like, COVID this year in January, because I hate the taste of chicken. So we're gonna find out if my taste has changed, because it changed towards bacon. I cannot have bacon. So I was sitting there thinking, when I was thinking about the price of cod per pound and stuff, bacon's expensive per pound too. I think I pay like $5 a pound for my bacon. And if it's less than a pound, I think I'm going to freak. I'm going to go home and see what's on that package, see what I pay, because I pay for something for a package. I've never paid much attention to the prices of the groceries. I just get them and make them stretch. But it was always just me and my daughter, but now it's me and my daughter, Dino, like, situation. So he does give me money, of course, but with the prices going up, I have to make things stretch farther. So before I would just play, okay, we want this, we want that, let's whatever. It's why I've been shopping a lot at Lidl's and Aldi's instead of the places I really prefer, because prices. Like, their prices are so much better on almost anything, other than the steak at Sam's. I did just buy some in their brand aluminum foil to try, because the brand I normally use, which has been around for generations, which is really good, it's really expensive now. I have a feeling this is going to be way too thin, but it will work for my bacon sheets, doing bacon. Plus I got me the parchment paper because it's cheaper there and stuff like that. So we'll see. Still nursing my collagen coffee. It's 4 o'clock. Haven't eaten. Won't be eating anytime soon, because I will probably be going back out. Like I said, I have to go to Sam's. Got to get some cat food, and got to get them to take that thing off at the mall, the sensor that was left on my jeans. So yeah, that's my day so far. No intake on food. Got on the scale and weighed back up at 189. Was really upset. I did have, what you didn't see, a quarter serving of the mac and cheese that, you know, isn't real noodles. It's the lupin. It's made with lupin flour. So I don't know if that was it, because I also woke up and hello Shark Week. So yeah. Now my sister's crazy excited. Alright. My sister's insanely excited because she's never really done low carb or keto before, and she had gotten really big, and I think now she's lost a total of 24 pounds, 26 pounds in a couple of weeks, literally. But she was a huge carb person. She's sucking down the carbs all day long. So yes, you can lose that much. It's fluid. Most of it's fluid, which getting that fluid off makes you healthier, makes you feel better, and makes it easier to lose more fat. So we've been doing a lot of keto talking, lots of it on products and how do you do keto, how do you subtract that carb from, you know, if you're doing that carb, how do you subtract it and come up with that carb? Like, I'm gonna have to make her some actual graphs though. She's better seeing than me just telling her. And it made me realize why I started my YouTube channel in the first place. It was to keep me accountable, but so I could help other people. But because I feel so bad about myself gaining this weight back and don't think I'd be this weight. I think I'd be in the 160s or way lower, to be honest. I'm not eating that many calories. I'm not eating that much of anything. But my weight wants to stay in the 180s. It's like a struggle. This happened before because my body does want to be in the 180s. And when I hit the 180s, I'm pretty much screwed for a long time because it is a fight to get out of it. So as soon as I feel better, I'm going to start actually adding some exercise to help me sweat and help me fight more. I know I have fluid on me because I'm not having to pee constantly, and I shouldn't be having to pee again like insane, and it's just, I barely pee right now. So, that being said, it just reminded me, showing her all the stuff. She wants to get an air fryer so she can eat it healthier, and I'm going to help her pick out the best one for what she wants her needs for, because air fryers aren't just air fryers. I mean, sure, you can go spend $100 on a plain air fryer, but why? There are Instapots that are air fryers that does a billion things, and there are Ninjas that are air fryers that do a billion things. You just got to decide what things you want to do with it. Do you want it as a pressure cooker, or do you want it like a flat grill thingy with it? What do you want to be able to do? Do you want to be able to saute stuff, make your kids other foods like maybe rice? Do you want to boil your eggs? Do you want to make a cake in it? It's all like, there's so many options. You have to decide what you want to do with it, and then you find the best one that fits around your budget and what exactly you want. So I'll be helping her do that. Plus, my COVID brain makes it very hard for me to remember anything. I get tons of brain fog right now. I'm having to figure out the raised bed situation because we have a whole fall garden to start in September, and we want to make sure to get the raised beds up before that. So basically, I did all the math. Whether you make it, okay, we're going with 12 feet by 3. So whether you use all wood to build it, and we're going about a little over 2 feet tall. So whether you use all wood to build it, or wood at the ends where the 3 feet is, and metal, galvanized metal sheet, which makes it easy. Okay, this is the most simplest way, and the least amount of work is using 2 galvanized sheets. 3, yes, you can do it with 3, but that means you've got to cut it into 3 feet sections, and it is very hard to cut galvanized metal perfect, and then the edges are horribly sharp. We've tried, it's horrible. So, or you buy the amount of cinder blocks, which I think it's 57 with a few extras because sometimes they come in broken, to make your raised beds. Then you can go back and paint your cinder blocks, right? It all equals the same price. Doesn't matter which way you go. It is all the friggin' same price. Like, the difference is $10. So, yeah. And that is using, for all of them, the posts, the 3 to 4 posts going this way, the 3 or 4 posts going in the back, using landscape boards for that, because that's way cheaper than a 4x4. So you would use landscape boards and cut them down. Each landscape board should give you anywhere between probably about 3 posts, because you want your posts a little longer. So about 3 posts you can get out of a $5 and something landscape board. So I've been doing all the math and deciding, okay, because my parents want at least 4 or 5 for their area, and then I was debating on building 2. But each one's $100 and something. So like 2, I think, comes out to $178. Okay. Do I want to spend that, or this is what I still have to do. I have to go home and see how much it costs to get paint that can paint on black tire and show up. Because my other option is to take, we have billions of tires right in the back. We are used a lot for the other raised bed areas, but we have billions more. So the other option is for me to double stack, because I want it deeper. Double stack tires and paint them so they'll be pretty or cool looking, like crazy colors. And just do my section with tires. And I will do that if the paint is cheaper. If the paint brings me way cheaper, that's what I will do. Or I might just leave them black. Like right now, I could do it free using tires. But it's also going to be in my front yard area by the grill, on the other side of the grill wall. So I will see them constantly. And the whole purpose of doing that is that's where my water hose is. Now, another option option is to put it in my actual backyard over my French drain lines, but then I get a little nervous about that because if something happened, we would have to pile over the garden to get down to the French drain lines. So this is all what's going on in my head right now. Like, oh, what do I want to do? I want to save money for one thing, and then I don't want to look horrible either because I'm going to have to see it. So I got all these things going in my mind right now. I'm in coma brain. My brain is just scattered. Plus, it makes my ADHD so much worse. So I am literally going from vegan videos. What am I going to eat? Take care of the cats. Help my sister do keto. Help her find Instapot or a Ninja, probably a Ninja. And you know, work on these beds. What's the best way to go? Order all this stuff. This is all going up in my head like a tornado right now. Okay, right? So plus not feeling good and everyone else being sick, and now Dino called because he didn't get all his meds that day, and the pharmacy said, well, it got checked out, but it didn't, not by me, because there was only 2 meds in that bag, not 4. But it is what it is, and he's almost well enough, so he's not gonna, like, how do you fight that? So yeah. So all this tornado going on. So yeah, but it helped me, helping her remember the fun of keto is helping other people discover it and start losing weight on it. Yes, she is going to the gym, she's going to the pool, but she always did that before. She always walked before, she was always active, but she couldn't get her weight to budge. And the one thing I keep reminding her, because she's looking at calories more than the carb factor, because she got these protein bars for her husband from Sam's, but it's 17 total carbs, and it comes down to like 11 net carbs in the end when you subtract the fiber and the sugar alcohol, which is fine for her because she's doing more like a phase 3. Got her on like a phase 3 because she couldn't handle a phase 1. I know when you see all these books, I love Dr. Eric Westman's books, don't get me wrong, but not everyone can start at a phase 1 and achieve success because they can't do it mentally, they don't want to do it, their husband makes homemade pasta, like it's just not feasible. So I do the opposite, like I did for me, literally. And he didn't have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 back then. He only had like phase 4, right, which would be phase 1. But I didn't find him my first year at keto. So I do it the opposite of his book when I am helping someone come off a very high carb diet to a ketogenic diet. I'm not going to give you the prescription strength right away. 1, so many people give up and fail because that was way too many carbs to give up for them. They're just not ready for that. 2, it really makes them sick no matter how much electrolytes they take in. They still get sick because they were so carb addicted. So many carbs inside their body. And 3, if you start at the bare minimum and you have a crap load to lose, where are you going from that? When you stall, where are you going? Because yes, it's worked for some people and they lost all their weight, but they didn't have, of course my sister doesn't have that much. She's 220 something, I think. She was getting to the 160s. So, because she's so excited. She weighed like 190 something today, or 191, something like that. I don't know, she freaked out. She was so excited. Which I remember that feeling, that excitement. So, I do the opposite. Unless someone tells me that they got this mentally, they're ready, they want full prescription, I always start someone on net carbs, or 75 total carbs, which would be phase 3 in your carb confusion book. But I did this before that book ever came out. The whole purpose is you can slowly wean them off. You can help them get into a better mental state, and like I said, when it starts to stall, we jerk down farther, like to 50 total carbs, and then they're freaking out, losing tons more weight, and freaking out again. And by the time we get to 20 total carbs, if we ever have to go there, they the weight will just shoot off even more at 20 total carbs. All right, for me to get this is the problem. I have to do 10 total carbs or less to move that scale, and my mind, even though I want it, my mind, something's fighting me. Like, there's something, maybe it's because I'm so sick. It is so hard for me to do 10 total carbs right now. It's just like, I got away with it yesterday and the day before, but well, no, I didn't. I didn't get away with it because I used that perfect keto macaroni and cheese. And I still have some in my fridge. Okay, so it's only 2.5 servings in those boxes, but for me, those boxes are actually 4 or 5 servings. Because I can eat tons of protein, always have been able to, but sides, they're not very big for me. So, but it's really hard right now for me just to get into just eating meat and eggs right now, and butter and maybe cheese, like just the bare minimum, like a carnivore diet to be able to lose this weight. I'm gonna try, right? I am trying my best to, like, I managed to get where I am right this minute and get back down to the just doing those perfect keto noodles. I'm not gonna make any more until after the 10th of August. I'm just gonna finish what I have, eating it slowly each day, and then I'm just gonna be like carnivore until I go to my doctor's appointment, and if the weight doesn't fall off, then we know it's my body. My body's just too sick. Something's wrong. Like, I'm completely on fire. I went from being icicle cold to completely on fire. Like, I'm waking up in the middle of the night. The house was 66 last night, but I swore it was 200. I am covered in sweat. I do not have a fever. I am taking my temperatures. I do not have fevers. I have fans blowing on me, and I am miserable. My sleep, forget the cats waking me up. The heat is waking me up. I went in the pool yesterday, which should have been cold for me, because usually the temperature of the pool is like 80, and that's usually freezing for me, and I can't get in at below 90. Nope, no, I was hot. Like, I cannot cool off. I have this horrible heat going on. So, yeah, I'm just proud of myself for not having any of the perfect keto Nola bars, because those are my favorite things in the world, the chocolate chip Nola bars. Holy crap, like, I love those. Even if I wasn't keto, I would love those. Those would be my go-to bars, alright? They are so yummy. So I was proud of myself. I didn't have any of that. I didn't have a single bag of Quest chips, and I didn't have any of the La Bamba, whatever you say the name of it, tortilla shells. Those are the ones that do not raise your sugar. Like, I've watched so many people do it, and 99%, I've actually never seen anyone's sugar ever go over 10 points trying it. I haven't tested my own sugar yet. But after I do the 10th, after the 10th, I do plan on testing my sugar with those things. I plan on testing my sugar with a lot of things, because I take things out of my diet because I'm worried it'll spike my sugar. Then it doesn't spike other people's sugar, but what if it's spiking mine and I don't know it? Alright, so far, no one's had any spikes with the Premier Protein. It's actually gone down when people's done Premier Proteins. Fairlife, sadly, people are spiking 30 and higher. People who don't have diabetes, who are bodybuilders, okay? There's this guy on TikTok I watch, and I really wanted to get the constant monitor, and I was going to get it from him. He's like, I think, affiliated with them. He's like one of their personal trainers. He does the low carb keto type things when he trains people. But they're $200 a month, and even for 1 month right now, I'm like, that's $200 I could spend, like, on the raised flower bed or something else, or cat issues. Like, I have to get them fixed. So that's just not feasible, but that's what I really want to do later. There's so much going on. See, my mind is all over the place. I am trying to get them fixed. I have called so many events. All I get is answer machines. One of y'all, who I just adore, so sweet, offered to even, like, help fix the girls and stuff too. And take her up on it, at least for the boys right this second, because trying to find anywhere that's not like $500, and I don't understand why it's $500 at the places that are answering, the boys is just snip, right? It's not even an internal surgery, and most of the places is stupid answer machines and emails waiting for them to get back at me, because there is one place that does it, it's a county place that does it for like $100 each one, but I can't get them to get back to me. But no one will take other people's credit cards over the phone. Every place that I've tried, just like no. So because they have a spay neuter program here, and that's the $100 to pay for it. They got rid of it during the C word. They brought it back, so that's why I didn't get to do it with Sharky. And because I'm still paying on his, I pay $50 a month for his for a year until it's paid off. But the boys got to get fixed. Because, oh my gosh, if there was any more kittens, I think I'll lose my effing mind. Because Dina's decided we're going to keep them all. Because obviously they're so old, no one's going to take them. See, I think his plan is that we could never break up, because no other guy with one woman with 8 cats. That's what I think his plan is. Like, I can't even travel. I was supposed to go live with my sister some. She has a whole basement house that I was going to go live in. And I can't even do that. Like, he could go with me, though. I wasn't going to leave him behind. But 8 cats, 3 is one thing. Pay my daughter to take care of the litter box, come visit them and feed them every day. But 8 cats, too much for her to deal with it for a long term. So, but she's willing to do it if I get to go to Vegas, which I don't know yet. I've been looking at the rooms. So the rooms at the convention center is like $148 a night, plus taxes and fees and all that stuff, plus the airline, and the ticket to at least go for one day is $150. If Dino doesn't like it, but he doesn't want to stay in a hotel, but I don't want to pay for a ticket for him to go to Keto conference when he wouldn't like it. And right now, like I said, did anyone see a list? Because the only people I see going as a conference people to go watch is not people I want to see, like speakers. They're not anyone I want to see. Okay, let me unload this stuff and pick him up, because we got JCPenney's and we got other places to go, and Sam's, because we need some kitty food, and that is the cheapest place to go right now for kitty food. Okay, it's 10 p.m. I was cooking chicken breasts in my oven on air fryer mode. Should have took 12 minutes. It took an hour and something. I don't know if my oven's broke now or what. Like, it was at 380. But to get to temperature, I think it wasn't my oven. I think it's my two thermometers. Because the meat is so dried out, it's ridiculous. So, and I don't like the taste of it, so I went and fried on top of the 6 ounces of the boneless, skinless chicken breast 4 eggs to try to hide the taste. I don't like it. Maybe I like smoked chicken, but I just can't eat real chicken, like regular chicken. It's just so gross to me now. It's so weird. And I'm so sick of beef. So, hopefully this will hide the taste, and I'm starving. I was trying to eat at 9 at the latest, 8:30, didn't happen.